Hello and welcome back to the Tea and the Butty podcast. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Erica.
And today we're going to be talking about sports fan culture because it's the culture week. And yes, I know we said in our last thing we're not going to be talking, but I did say we're not going to talk about the World Cup. So I'm kind of rolling this back like the FDA now.
Oh, no.
A little bit on the, cyclospora thing. It wasn't Taco Bell, it was... No, it wasn't the farms.
It wasn't the Taylor Farms.
It wasn't the Taylor Farms. We don't know what it is. It's just out there. Explosive.
Oh, no.
But yes, don't eat lettuce. Don't eat iceberg lettuce, anyone.
Don't eat,
Is it in America again? They're trying to rule out iceberg lettuce from the diet.
Yeah, but they've tested it, so I don't know. We don't know what it is.
Have they tested it, though?
Well, we don't know.
We don't know what is going on.
We don't know what they're doing.
But anyway, enough about wet lettuce. Yeah, I know I said we weren't going to talk about the World Cup. I didn't say anything about football, about soccer, did I?
But it's not just soccer, though, is it?
Well, we're talking about
sports fan culture.
Sports fan culture, yes. And you can give me your experience.
If you're not a sporty person, we do apologize. I'm not well, neither of us are particularly sporty. I say that, but we did watch every game of the World Cup. We did, and not every game, but
the World Cup is just a nostalgia event to me, though, really. Because of when I was a kid, I watched it. I watched the World Cup '98,
Yeah, like the way that I watched the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Yes, it's just like, the World Cup is just like, yes, we have to watch the World Cup now every 4 years because, it's just nostalgia for me.
Oh my God, you needed a little jersey this year too, though.
I needed a little jersey this year. I needed a jersey. It was Erica who wanted a jersey.
I don't have a jersey still.
You don't? Yeah, we'll have to get you one for your birthday. Because whose birthday is it today? The day we're recording, it's Erica's birthday. So yay! Yay!
The kids sound that everybody uses.
Yay! Yeah. I'll have put that in over us doing that, so everyone gets the full listening experience of that one.
But yeah, if you don't have me a jersey and today's my birthday, then you're a little bit late, aren't you?
No, because your birthday will come again. And you will get another one.
There'll be no World Cup next year, though, so...
No, there'll be nothing. Oh, well, there'll be Premier League.
There'll be nothing.
There'll be a Premier League season. There'll be a football season.
There'll be a giant black hole in all of our lives.
I think the club season is starting in a few weeks anyway, so... There's always football going on somewhere. I think MLS plays all year round, though, doesn't it?
I have no idea.
And they just it's a pay-to-play system, isn't it? You just keep playing as long as you can keep paying.
I have no idea.
Keep paying, keep playing. That's the motto, is it? But I don't know. Yeah, but... I put association football versus American sports culture into Google just to see what AI threw back at me.
Oh, yeah.
And they were just kind of like, oh, American sports focuses on a curated multisensory experience. Jumbotrons, in-game hosts, music, and corporate sponsorships drive the entertainment value. The crowd is reactionary. Cheering during key moments, third downs, or power plays. Also, the crowds, and this is, they're probably getting this from that Travis Kelce podcast. Also, the crowds chanting at soccer matches is a little more polite than in Europe and other soccer countries.
Okay, yeah.
Because he did say, oh yeah, our chants this year were quite terrible. I believe that we will win, and go team, and USA. It's like, it's very polite,
I believe that we can win. I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win. We are gonna win.
That comes all the way down to, like, Little League. That's something that the kids cheer in the dugouts.
It's very family. It's polite and family friendly. Yeah, that's what they were saying. It was like, oh yeah, because you hear some of the chants that go on at these like football matches in Europe, and it's very specific.
Yeah.
It'll be like, towards the managers, towards the players, towards the other fans. It gets darkly funny. It gets sometimes really inappropriate, like, whatever, they'll be shouting, like, and there'll be swear words in it, there'll be cussing.
Yeah.
And, all sorts of, like, and then they'll make up a chant about something. It's like an art form, really.
Yeah.
But over here, it's kind of like they tried to get that going.
Well, my thought on that is that, because it's just like, yeah, why don't we have our own chants and cheers and stuff like that? And I think it's because we have cheerleaders. We have people who...
So you want the cheerleaders saying... All the crazy chants.
They come up with...
That would be funny, actually.
They come up with cheers that get the crowd, like, pumped up.
Yeah, it's like...
that's really just at football, though. You don't have cheerleaders at all the other sports.
Go Longhorns, or go Team, or go USA. I believe that we will win.
It'll be like call and repeat, or whatever it's called, where they say something and then they want you to repeat it or do the answer or whatever, And really, I think it works to a certain degree, because at some of these soccer games, the announcers were going, oh, it's dead silent in here, And it's like, yeah, because we need somebody to prompt us to cheer, we don't have our own, like...
It's dead silent. Yeah, but
people are not confident enough, let's say, to just start up like, come on, guys in the crowd, I'm gonna start saying stuff and everybody join in.
I guess so.
I mean,
it's dead silence, but the dead silence is literally because everyone's tense watching the game. I think what it is, as AI spat back at me, the whole corporate sponsorships and in-game hosts and music and jumbotrons and multi-sensory experiences, that's, you're coming for that, really. The game is just an aside, Yeah. It's like, the halftime show at the Super Bowl, we only tune in for that. We don't care about the game.
I mean, the only professional sporting events I've been to are baseball games. I don't think I've been to any
quite slow-moving as well.
I don't think I've been to any professional. Yeah, and you're really only... I mean, they do, like, da-da-da-da-da, and then everybody will go charge or whatever,
Yeah, I mean, but that's kind of
on the like loudspeaker, da-da-da-da-da,
charge,
whatever.
And it's kind of like they're not doing anything though. On the field.
It's just to keep the crowd hyped up, though. We have things that keep us hyped up rather than us having to do it ourselves. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
So I think that's why we don't have any chance of
it's because of the pace of sports over here. Like baseball and football, there's a lot of downtime. There's a lot of standing around. There's a lot of, okay, what's going on? Blow the whistle. Oh, it's got to be a timeout here because we've got to do this and do that. So I guess we can go to the bathroom or something and go to commercial. Yeah. This is great for commercial and stuff. That's why the hydration breaks were in this year's World Cup, because they wanted to do that for the 94 one, and they were like, nah. So it was just 45-minute halves, straight playing,
Yeah.
And of course, sometimes it might be a case of like, like it was 0-0 for a long time during the World Cup final. It was 0-0. Spain were keeping out Argentina.
Yeah.
It was a boring game. People were like, oh, this is a boring game. Oh, this is terrible. No one's scoring. Oh, I'm out of here. But people were all just tense because they were like, oh, someone's going to score.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of
I didn't think they were going to, actually. I was like, this is going to penalties.
Going to penalties, yeah. And I thought, and Argentina trying to get them down to penalties because they think they'll win on penalties,
Yeah.
And Spain are now the world champions, World Cup. And it's fine because they host next time anyway with Morocco and Portugal. So they've got like a double automatic qualification,
Yeah.
Which is nice for them. Argentina are out. They didn't play very well.
I saw, I think, just a little bit ago, actually, that was like, it's the first time ever that one country has won the men's and the women's World Cup at the same time.
Oh, did Spain win it?
In 2023, apparently Spain won the women's team.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Because I know the US has won it like 4 times, the US women's team.
Yeah, apparently.
Compared to the US men's team, 0. And I mean, the US women's, the England women's team have won it twice, I think, or maybe just once. So it's 1-1 there.
Yeah.
But of course, yeah, but as we were saying, like, it's just it was just kind of like a tense match watching it. And you might think, oh, this is boring. I'm going to go and, whatever. I'm going to go to the bar. I'm going to get a drink. You come back, someone scored 3 goals.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't...
And it's the worst when you're in the bar getting the drink. You hear, whoa! And so, oh my God, I've missed it. I
didn't find it boring. It was just more frustrating than anything else. It was just like, come on.
So yeah, I mean, I can imagine, like, as cheerleaders, if they tried to get cheerleaders during like that match, they wouldn't be like, just get out of the way. I can't right now.
Yeah.
It's just so hardcore, and a lot of people say, oh yeah, it's so hardcore, and it's even more hardcore than college football, a college like fan culture.
Yeah.
Because there's like and they got down to that, and it's kind of like, yeah, it is hardcore. So let's just say like the Longhorns and the Aggies.
Yeah.
That's like a heated rivalry.
Yeah.
To coin a phrase. And it's kind of like, it's got really no socioeconomic aspect to it, has it? Really? It's just that, because, they were discussing this. It's like, yeah, I mean, when one Redditor goes, oh, given the criticism we get for violence in this country, in the US, the shootings and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm glad there's at least one area where we generally do better than people in other countries. This is why I think it's ridiculous when I see comments from foreigners calling American fans weak because we don't need to keep visiting fans separate. It's a good thing that fans get so worked up over games that people get hurt and sometimes killed. Really? It's like the possible reason why American sports fans aren't usually as bad have been discussed before. One of the ones I read about is that tickets can be expensive, so a lot of people don't want to risk getting removed from the game. Also, sports are seen as being more family-friendly here, so there's less tolerance for that kind of extreme behavior.
Yeah.
And it is, we've been to like little softball tournaments and all that kind of stuff, and it's very kind of just like everyone's just chilling out, drinking Powerade, and sometimes there will be like people getting annoyed at bad calls from the umpire or whatever like that, and it gets a little bit like, oh, come on now, it's like they're just kids, it's
I
like,
mean,
but in
Little League and stuff, it used to be really bad. The parents used to be
and it was the
way worse than the kids didn't care for the most part.
The kids don't care,
and the parents would get but the parks that hold the tournaments and stuff,
they'd kick you out.
They have less and less tolerance for it.
This is like, oh yeah, no, if you unsportsmanlike behavior,
because parents have gotten into fights and stuff historically.
Yeah,
I think it used to be worse than it is. I think people have a little bit calmed down. They had to.
Someone was saying about, it used to be really bad in Philadelphia, but it's gotten better. And I think, I mean, I haven't lived in the UK now for the last 16 years now.
Yeah.
But it was getting much better when I was, in my 20s over there than it was in like the 90s. You'd always hear about football hooliganism and the problems that we're having, and fans are getting deported from countries because they're going to like Poland and all that and wrecking the place and fighting with the other fans and stuff. And it's just kind of like, really, it's just like, you're there to, but it's like there's a socio-economic aspect of it, and racism and bigotry and xenophobia and all this kind of stuff. It's not really about the game. It's just the game is just an excuse to do it.
Yeah, as it usually is.
Yeah. Whereas like someone said, I remember watching a documentary about the Old Firm, which was Rangers versus Celtic FC rivalry. And it was actually pretty shocking. American college football probably has the most heated and bitter rivalries in all of American sports, and yet the Old Firm made them seem gentlemanly and civilized in comparison. ultimately, it's just a game, and I'm not particularly interested in violence, mayhem, and racism over a game, you know?
Even, you mentioned the Longhorns and the Aggies, and I'm trying to think, like...
Has there ever been anybody who goes, oh, well, I killed him because he was a Longhorns fan, or I killed him because he was an Aggies fan, or we all ganged up and we went round because the Longhorns fans are over there, we're going to go smash their place up, you know?
No, not that I know of. In fact, it's usually just like pranks they pull on each other.
It's good, clean fun.
Like, I think the Aggies stole Bevo, which is the Longhorn mascot. They like, and they stole it.
They just kidnapped it or something.
They kidnapped it. Yeah.
And she's like, ha ha ha, you guys, we hate each other.
People get pissed
off. They're the
off.
bad guys.
No, people do get pissed off, but I mean, there's not
anybody kind of like, oh yeah, we need to go and bomb their houses.
No, they're just like, stuff, that's out of line. That's it's just that kind of thing.
With the Argentina and England, that's been like a bitter football rivalry for years. I mean, ever since really the Hand of God in 1986. Because
online they were attributing it to all the way back to the Falklands.
Yeah, it started with the Falklands. Yeah. And then the Hand of God, which was only a few years after the Falklands, which was Maradona. So that was like,
Yeah.
And the Argentines cheating all the time. Yeah, they drugged the Brazil player and all this kind of stuff,
That's so weird.
And it's kind of like, and I mean, well, whatever they were doing this World Cup didn't work.
Yeah.
And they lost to Spain.
Yeah.
Which is, and that's it, and I mean, you see like the footage of them trashing Buenos Aires and clashing with the police over there.
I mean, that kind of stuff happens over here.
Yeah. I mean,
win or lose, actually.
Well,
fans can.
Yeah.
And the thing is it's because they've been drinking all day. They're drinking all day while the game is going on.
Yes, it's usually the drunk fans.
And then so it's like, it ends however it ends. Someone wins or loses, whichever, And so they're either partying so hard and they've already been drinking all throughout the game and they're drinking now more to celebrate.
Yeah.
And then it just escalates into mayhem, basically. Or they've been drinking all throughout the game and then they lose and they're drunk and they're just like, smash everything up.
Hulk smash stuff, yeah.
So, I mean, that does happen over here as well.
I mean,
amongst college fans and professional. I would say maybe I would say maybe more for professional teams.
A lot of people say, oh no, the college football is way more diehard than NFL.
Yeah, it is. And I don't really understand
and people go, it's usually because you went to that school. So you're cheering on your school.
Yes.
Whereas NFL, it's like, I live in Pittsburgh or I live in, Philadelphia.
Lived here all my life. I come from a generation of, several generations of fans from this.
And you'd think
team.
Like it's funny that it's flipped. That it's like in society, like the violence in the U.S. and all that. You'd expect it more at like a sports game. You'd expect someone getting wound up and walking into a thing, and just getting stuff like that. But it's like, it doesn't really happen. It's very polite. It's all, we believe that we will win, yay.
But yeah, over here in small towns, the extreme fandom starts with high school football.
Yeah, high school, college football,
no.
yeah. Oh,
high school football. Yeah. Small towns don't have college. I mean, they might have
small towns don't have colleges. They just have high schools.
Yeah, they don't have colleges.
So yeah,
I mean, they might have like a community college, but there's not usually a football team with it, And I'm speaking again. If this is your first episode ever listening to us, we're in Texas, so
so it's like
we speak from Texas point of view. It may not be true for everywhere in the country. But
I think I've seen a lot of people go, "Oh yeah, Texas," and maybe
for
maybe
football,
Alabama or somewhere,
Yes, football in Texas is a huge deal. Again, I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. But so you have a high school football team in a small town, and again, I know this because I used to live in a small town. Everybody in that town went to that high school. So it's like you were saying about being a fan of the college, the university or whatever.
Yeah, you went to that university, so, I bleed orange or whatever it is, yeah.
So, like, in these small towns, you have people who don't even have kids at the school anymore, or they'd never have had a kid who goes to that school. They might not have kids, or their kids are grown and live somewhere else now or whatever. They all still go to the football games, even though they're not related to anyone that's playing, they probably might know, oh, my such and such's neighbor's kid plays, and also I went to this school, so, it's that kind of thing. And then in cities, you have universities, like Austin, where we live, is a huge university town, city, whatever. We have the University of Texas, which is a big university.
Yeah.
And everyone in this city is obsessed with Longhorn football particularly, but also kind of all of the sports, like the baseball and the basketball. And I think it's just because there's a lot of money that's poured into these things.
Yes, I think it's pay to play, really, isn't it?
It's just.
I mean, it's like it's. I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of getting that way in like football in Europe.
They have really nice.
They pour a lot of money
stadiums,
into these clubs.
Really nice facilities, whatever it is. There's merch. You can't even go in like Walmart without seeing Texas Longhorn merch.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Like everywhere you go, there's merch. In theory, it's people who went to the university or who go to the university, but it's not just them either. It's very much like, oh, we live in Austin, we support the Texas Longhorns.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't go to the University of Texas. I went to a nearby university. Well, I went. I was a commuter, so.
I mean, what's the Aggies? What's the Texas A&M?
Texas A&M, yeah.
Yeah, that's another university.
That's another one. It's in College Station, yeah. I went to Texas State University, and since I was a commuter, I didn't really get in on the college football culture
the
over
old
there.
College try.
I couldn't be bothered like staying or going all the way back for games, or just it was like I just went to school and I came back.
Yes.
To Austin, like so I didn't really get involved in my school's like sports fandom when I was in that university, and I didn't go to UT. So it's like I could not care less about the Longhorns.
Weren't very sporty.
Well, I just like it's like, all right, I live in Austin, but I didn't go to that school. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't go back to any of my old high school's football games now as like a grown adult either.
I mean, that would be a little bit weird, though, I'd find.
No.
Oh,
people
it's
do
not.
that. I mean, maybe
going to the high school football game because this is my old high school. It's like, did you play in high school? No.
Maybe in a city, but
I went to the high school.
But to go back to a small town, no, they go back. They'll go back with their friends. Oh yeah, we're gonna go back, and they'll after the game go down onto the field and talk to the coach about what happened and it's like the players.
It's like people were talking about the third place playoff not mattering. This high school football game, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. It's just a game at the end of the day.
It's that.
And I mean, they get so into it.
Have you ever seen Varsity Blues?
Yeah, I've seen. Well,
there's never been a truer to life story than Varsity Blues. The way
everybody's
Blues
a big football head
portrayed the importance of high school football in a small Texas town. Like it was very accurate, as far as the obsession over it's just like a source of pride, I guess. You know what I mean?
I guess so.
You live in a small town. It's like, what else do you have? I mean, not to like say that in a rude way, but I guess that's what it amounts to. And then the same thing, like you just put that on a larger scale for a city. I think that people in the United States are more obsessed with college sports than professional sports because of the idea that the players are still playing for the passion and the love of the game rather than for the money that they're earning.
Yeah, that's probably.
Although apparently now they pay the players.
I was gonna say because they charge a fortune for UT tickets, don't they?
I mean, I guess I've never been to a UT game.
I mean, they charge a fortune for all that, and it's kind of like if these kids are just not being paid to play, that money is just going into someone's pocket because I mean, that's a lot of revenue right there if people are that into it.
Yeah, I don't know when they started that, but
it'd be like, oh yeah, Real Madrid and Arsenal and all that. The players are just playing for the love of the game, and where's all the other money going? It's like, well, I don't know. I can't tell you that.
But I think that used to be part of the appeal, and that used to be the appeal of like a really good high school football team too, and the fans were into it because it's just like, oh, these boys, they just love it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Whereas I think like in the back of a lot of their heads, the ones that are actually really passionate about it, they would like ultimately a professional career.
Well, yeah, obviously you gotta turn pro.
Yeah. So I think
I'll give it the old college try and turn pro.
I think there's a drive behind the high school and college thing that makes it like interesting, like, ooh, are they going to be good enough to make it to pro or whatever, but
and the fan culture really is just kind of like tailgating and stuff like that and just having a cooker and having a good time generally.
It's the same. It's similar, I would say, to the soccer fan culture in the UK and Europe and everywhere.
It's kind of an organic kind of like, oh, we go down...
Face painting and we all wear the colours.
And the jersey, And, I mean, usually all meet up at the pub and then they go like for if they're going to the actual game, if the stadium's just not too far away, they'll do a march to the stadium,
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay, it's like kickoffs at 3, so we got to be in there by thing. But of course, it's kind of like, oh, they'll be all penned in somewhere, if it's like a contentious one.
Yeah.
Like if it's, I don't know, Manchester United versus Liverpool. I mean,
Yeah.
It's kind of like contentious fans, They used to be quite contentious, and it was like, okay, you're going into the thing. And, when I was a kid and I wanted to go to a Manchester United game, my dad would be like, yeah, no. It's like you'll get freaking eaten alive up there. Because it's like...
But again, that's because of drinking, though, isn't it?
It's mostly drinking, but there's just people who are just, like, looking for a fight.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so those Liverpool scum over there, yeah, let's get them,
Yeah. I mean, we went to a Red Sox game at Fenway Park. I cannot remember who they were playing at the time. I don't think it was the Yankees. I can't remember though. And when we left there, because the fans are like mixed, whoever won, again, I can't remember, it was years ago. But this I remember, they were all like yelling at each other from around the thing and like heckling and
but it was good-natured heckling.
I mean,
it wasn't like, oh, this is
good natured, but it wasn't going to also turn into a fight. Right, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like they were being like ugly, but also it wasn't going to turn into a fight.
It wasn't like Argentina because and Spain like, post-match.
Oh no!
Yes, see, that's the kind of thing. It's like, oh, when you let the fans play the football for the team, it's like,
Yeah, it was like when we were at the pub after the game yesterday, and that group was heckling the guy and girl that were leaving.
Yeah, I still never figured out what that was about.
It was that. It was not nice, but also it probably wasn't going to turn into a fight.
Yeah.
You know, people for the most part do act like grown-ups.
Yeah.
They attempt to, mostly.
So I'm not going to act like a petulant 6-year-old child because my sports team lost.
Yeah, yes.
My sports ball team lost. You know?
Yeah. Grasket ball, they're calling it.
Grasket ball. It's like, as an American, I have a few ideas for soccer to make it popular. You need to shorten the field. You need to just like, people are like, so you just basically want to turn it into basketball. That already exists.
Let them use their hands.
Let them use their hands and make the net so small and high up.
But yeah, I mean, they don't gather at pubs necessarily over here before a game, but the tailgating is essentially the same thing.
Yeah, and I think that would become a thing in the UK too if the fans could behave themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, there's going to be drinking at maybe that is the thing. It's like a lot of the fans turn up on buses and trains, so they don't have to drive home, so drinking's great.
Oh, maybe, and that controls it a bit over here.
I mean, some people might go, "Oh no, you go to a college football game here, and everyone's driving drunk," you know.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, with no idea, you know.
I would hope not.
Hope not, but yeah.
No, I think a lot of the drinking, because, you know, the football games last, 3-4 hours?
Yes.
So
90 minutes tops for a
So I think the drinking happens early on, and then they, you know, they'll stop or whatever. They'll stop halfway through the game, and they'll be all right then afterward. But I think a lot of people who don't even have tickets to the games over here go and tailgate, though.
Yeah, they just sit in the car park the parking lot and just just go, have some sausages, hamburgers, hot dogs, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's quite better now, the fan culture, I think, in the UK. I think with this World Cup, everyone was kind of on their best behaviour except for a few isolated incidents, you know. It wasn't like the Scotland fans came over and trashed the place because they were out.
You did have some people throwing a fit that they were even putting the cones on the statues' heads, you know.
Well, that was to be expected, wasn't it? You know, you were going to have a few Karens in Miami going, "Oh, what's that?
That's very disrespectful. How dare you come to another country?
That's disrespectful.
I'm
sorry, sir.
It's
That's
disrespectful. They were spray painting them. You can just take it off, you know.
Just take it off." And it should that woman who was doing it in Miami. She was like a reenactor or something. Maybe it was in Miami, or maybe it was
like
Boston.
A tour guide.
She was a tour guide, and she was going up, and all the fans are going, "Way!" because she was getting it off, and then they were putting it back on, you know. And she's running like, "Way!" Hey! Yes, it's just kind of like, I mean, hopefully Scotland qualify for the next World Cup, and, you know, we'll see them in Spain, Morocco, and Portugal, or wherever they happen to be playing the games.
We're thinking about possibly trying to go to the UK for the Euros, because they're hosting it, aren't they?
Yeah, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and England.
That's in a couple of years.
That's in 2028.
Yeah, so let us know if you'd be interested
that's gonna be interesting.
Going over there to report back.
Probably not. They're probably sick of us talking about this now.
Oh my god, yeah.
Are you sick of the World Cup?
Well, I know.
Let us know.
You know what? I haven't seen anybody saying that they're sick of it. A lot of people were going, "Oh, is it still going on? It's still going," you know, because the Olympics is even only is it only a couple of weeks, or is it a whole month?
I think it's about a whole month, isn't it?
Is it?
That when they're talking about expanding the tournament of the World Cup to 64 teams, because currently it's expanded
that would make it
to 48.
Probably a couple months, wouldn't it?
Yes, they're going, you know, it's going to be more time.
Yeah.
And you know, whereas people in America, like, who are just getting into it, like, "Oh, I need a World Cup, World Cup. And people are like, "No, I just like it for a month." You know, it's good for a month because I can get maybe a good couple of weeks off work, you know, to see my team through, and then they get knocked out, and that's great, you know.
Yeah.
I can come back home, but a couple of months is going to be like, oh, it's going to be another 2 brackets, 2 groups.
I thought you were going to say $2 billion.
Well, no, that's it. He's like, oh yeah, it's going to bring more money into the game.
Yeah.
That's when he was elected.
Oh,
chief.
yeah. I'm sure that's just like, rubbing their hands together, you know?
But there's people who are against it saying, oh, yeah, the qualifying stages, and it's just going to be a mess, you know?
Well, I don't know if it'll be a mess, but I think it would be more fun to have, like...
It's going to, you know...
It's a World Cup. Like, it should be as many countries represented as possible, you know?
I mean... Yeah, let us know if you enjoyed it.
Just have more games all in one day, you know.
And we'll put one on. You know.
Yes. But yes, anyway. Yeah, I mean, we didn't really talk about high school and college sports in the UK.
There's not really any.
Any fandoms for.
I mean, you'll have maybe like Cambridge and Oxford, kind of like.
There's not really any.
I mean, I'd say you have Cambridge, you know, you have the university kind of like things, but then there's no die-hard. It's usually kind of like, the rowing and the rugby.
It's just the parents of the kids on those teams.
Really, yes, really. You know, it's like, I don't know, and you know, alums of the school, you know.
Alums, yeah.
Alumni. Aluminiums of the school.
But yeah, anyway, so... Similar, yet different.
Similar, yet different. It's the same story that we say about British English versus American English, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Similar, yet different.
But yeah, I think that's about it.
That's very cute.
Thank you for tuning in. As always, hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for your support. Shout out to our patrons for their continued support. Really appreciate you guys. Give us a follow on social media if you don't follow us already. We're at TButty, TEABUTTY across all socials, and we'll talk to everybody next time.
Talk to you next time, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.